Hello everyone. I'm going to be teaching you some collage basics this morning. Supplies that you want are just some scrap paper to use as the backing and some scissors. You can choose what kind of adhesive you want. Glue, tape works fine. Pencil, eraser, a dark pen can help. And having magazines is fun, but you don't have to have them. I'll start out showing you some magazine work. I found this little cartoon head, so I'm going to cut it out. And then I found this guy, and it occurred to me that I could put a cartoon head on him if I wanted to. Some of you are still practicing your cutting. Notice how my left hand's doing most of the work. I wanted a dog. I couldn't find one, so I printed one. And then as I looked through magazines, I found this guy's head, and I want to put his head on that dog. My dog is cut out loosely, that's okay. And I've got my cartoon head on. Now I'm going to cut this guy out. So again, I'm letting my left hand do most of the work. And I'm going to try his head on the dog. Ooh, look at that head wiggle around. Collage is fun. You can switch things around. I like his head on the dog better. And I found this crocodile or alligator and a ball, because dogs love to chase balls. But I got out this empty space, and I want a horizon line. So I'm going to kind of look for paper. Here's some paper. I thought I might tear the edge of it instead of cutting it to make it look different. I'll put all my things on top of it because they should be in front of my horizon line. And to take care of that empty space in the sky, I'm going to cut out some clouds. Ooh, I knocked his head off. Just clouds out of print. And I found some plain paper that I could use as a sun. Here I am tracing a glue stick. And I'll cut my sun out. Cutting circles is slow business. And there I have it. Kind of silly. And I would go back and carefully glue down each piece. So what if you don't have any magazines or newspapers? Just find some plain paper and some shapes to trace. I looked around my house. I found all sorts of stuff. I went into the kitchen. I found out that my honey comes in a hexagon shape. I tried tracing a clothespin. I found some Post-it notes. Then I found a spoon. I'm using my left hand as my claw hand, and I'm keeping my pencil up and down while I trace around. So I've got all of these shapes now. I could trace them again on other paper if I wanted to. And the next step I'll do is I'll begin to cut out my shapes. And once I've cut them all out, I can spread them out. I can even use the paper leftovers. So I'll play around with these shapes on my white paper. I'm dreaming about ice cream and going to Pops. So I'm going to pick up my pieces. I pick them up, put glue on the piece. Don't forget, put your glue on the thing, put the thing on the paper. I'm using a piece of paper over to the left, just an old piece of paper, as my glue mat. So here's some finished things that I have that I had fun making. You can also draw. And then I found these things on the internet to possibly give you some ideas. Most important is just to be silly, like this face. Have fun with it, and I can't wait to see what you make.